Hey everybody, what's up? It's your pal Vodka here again with another episode of Learning with Vodka. And this time we're going to be covering the Zangief Guile matchup. And this is actually a pretty hard matchup for Zangief. And as if you're playing Zangief and you play a Guile, you're going to probably get pretty frustrated the first few times that you start playing this match, even for a while until you start getting better at it. Because it's really hard for Zangief to get in if he doesn't know the different things, options he has in order to get in. But once you get in, there is a chance. So don't worry. You can win this matchup. So let's get into it. Let's watch some matches. And let's see what we got to do to beat Guile as Zangief. Alright, so here's the first match I have. I'm not exactly sure which players these are because I don't think the names showed up. But we'll just watch what happens. So obviously you're gonna have to deal with a lot of sonic booms and a lot of Guiles pushing you back and trying to knock you down and keep you away. You can see it's pretty hard for Zangief to get in. The Guiles knows what he's doing. And we'll go over this match one more time, and I can highlight some stuff, specific stuff in it that happens. All right, that was the first game. Let's go back real fast and go over it slowly. So you'll see in this match that Guile wants. Let's pause it real fast. You'll see Guile throw a lot of crouching medium kicks with sonic booms. He'll do sweeps, and he'll do a lot of step kicks. And also, Guile wants to use sobots. And also, crouching fierce is good at anti-air when he tries to jump in, and we don't have charge for a flash kick. So those are the main things Guile use. And from far away, he can do standing jabs to hit Gief out of anything with his buttons. But he has to be very distance specific. And Sobat will also beat you if he Sobats backwards as an anti-air, which is kind of interesting. But step kick is good. So step kick with Guile will always beat punch lariat, but it loses to kick lariat. So you'll notice what happens in this match. He does a sweep. So he just wants to knock you down, keep you away. Sonic boom and crouching medium kicks. But we as Gief, you have to kind of guess at the sonic boom sometimes and use a green hand, but you can't. You have to do it kind of early. If you do it late, then it doesn't buy you anything. So if you do it early, you can catch Guile after the recovery, like you can throw him. But good Guile is going to keep you at a distance where your green hand is not going to be effective. So it's really a guess, and you can't be guessing too much at it. Only sometimes when you get a rhythm of how the Guile is throwing his sonic booms. So he'll also throw a sonic boom and do a step kick. It's a good move to keep you back. So he's using Sobas to get backwards. And I'll tell you later why he's using Sobas to go backwards instead of just walking. So you can tell how good a Guile player is how well he uses Sobat to move around. So right there, if you get any sort of a jump in on Guile, it's a free throw. So always a block jump in like he's standing. So just go for throw after. It's a guaranteed throw. Because Guile doesn't have anything besides flash kicking. If he's blocking standing, then he doesn't have flash kicks. Just go for throw. So you just want to jump in and have Guile block your attack. So that was a mistake. That was a green hand was part of a mistake. He might have wanted to go up to grab him SPD and got green hand instead. Or maybe he was trying to guess a sonic boom, but that was a mistake. As you can see on the block, green hand is Guile has all day to crouching medium punch and flash kick to punish you. And even on hit, he can punish you. So actually, yeah, I think on hit he can even punish me. So like green hand is not not very good to do close up when he can block it. So he did something cheeky there, block Sonic Boom to throw. They'll do that sometimes to throw you off. So yeah, Guile kept Gief out pretty good. So right there, he wants to throw slow booms and sweep you. That's like one thing he wants to do. So he get right there. So Zangief gets right on the Sonic Boom. That was actually a good timing. So Guile wanted to follow up Sonic Boom with a jump attack. So what happens was, so since he used the green hand to negate the Sonic Boom, he was able to jab anti-air Guile. What I would have done was probably lariat. It would have gotten more damage and a hard knockdown. But jab, that works too. But you get a reset, so you should be able to take into SPD if the Guile isn't ready for charge, which he does. He did a sweep. So right there, you see he did a standing low kick into a crouching roundhouse instead of going for another grab, because you want to throw this in mixing up with grabs, because you can't grab every time because the guy will just flash kick you. But if you're mixing it up with standing low kick into sweep, then if the guy tries to flash kick, he will get swept because he has to push up, and he won't be down low blocking anymore. So you can sweep him. So you have to mix it up. It's all about mixing it up and getting a feel for what the guy is going to do on his wake up, because that's the only way you'll win. You have to kind of be a mind reader. You got to get the feeling of how the guy likes to play. So that was a raw guess jump in. He got punished because Gal just flash kick. Right there, it was interesting. He waited for Gal to do something and did a delayed sweep, but Gal didn't push her button, so he didn't get swept. So right there, that's why you want to do step kicks as Guile sometimes, because he did punch lariat, and the step kick punished the punch lariat, and then he was unlucky where he got hit with the step kick, and then he got pushed into another Sonic Boom, so that's very painful. If he gets hit again, then he's gonna get dizzy and lose. So crouching medium kicks, very hard. So right there, that was pretty awesome. So Guile tried to anti-air with crouching fierce. What Zangief did was he did the diet effect with, I think I might have mentioned this in earlier videos, where he did a late jumping roundhouse where it shrinks the Zangief's hitbox. So it made the crouching fierce whip. So he landed without hitting anything, then he grabbed him. So this was actually highlighted in the High Score Girl, if you haven't watched that show. So it's kind of interesting. So you see it in actual, somebody actually using it. It's like a real thing, and it is a legitimate strategy. So you can throw that in there sometimes. So it's gouges the super. From that distance, even if Zenki blocked, I don't think Zenki can do anything, because if you're far away and block the Scowl super, you can't really punish it with anything. You can punish it if you block it close, but at that distance, that was a pretty good call, because he would have gotten the chip. He might have even killed with the chip, so that's that match. So let's bring out the slides again. Just write down real quick what Guile likes to do. So Sonic Booms, obviously. Slow and fast. So he has to switch up the speed. He follows up. So follow slow booms with crouching medium kick, mostly crouching medium kick, but sometimes he's able to confirm a crouching sweep, crouching hard kick, or like step kick. So he's waiting for you to lariat. So then he does that. So he'll also do Sobots to move backwards. So some will move forwards to try to do footsies, but it's not a good idea generally for Guile because he can easily get knocked down. So it's a risk he doesn't need to take, but he'll use Sobots to move backwards because just walking backwards isn't a guarantee that he'll be able to walk backwards, as you'll see in a little. I'll highlight in the next video. So obviously he'll want to flash kick you as you jump. He wants to make you jump. You jump to AAU with crouching hard punch, sweep, a flash kick. So can AA far away with jab. These are mostly the things that he's gonna do. He's not gonna do maybe throw you after a boom, but that's pretty rare. Like some guys will be brave to do that, but it's probably generally not a great idea. But they can do it. They can still do it. So you got to watch out for it. Be ready. I think this is mostly it. I mean, Guile's game plan isn't like super complicated. Also, he can do. Oh yeah, Guile can do neutral jump, fierce, which is difficult for Zangief to deal with because he doesn't have a button that really beats it. Maybe standing around the house will beat it from a certain distance, but you can't sweep it because it'll actually beat you. You think you might be able to sweep it, but the fierce will actually hit you. So that's one thing to take note. Oh, this is actually for Guile. Sorry. Okay. All right. Let's get on to the next match real fast. So next match is actually between Gunze and tachiuo Gaire. Let's see what. There's actually a few games here, so we'll watch a few games. So there you go. Guile started with a Sobot. So right there, see, he waited patiently for 2 ticks. You have to switch it up between 1 tick throw, 2 ticks throw, tick and a sweep, or tick and nothing. So he did 2 kicks and tried to throw, and then Guile's ready. So you got to be a mind reader. So right there, Zangief jumped at Guile with the jab cancel jump, so Guile couldn't walk backwards. But he had charge already, so he just, flash kicked. But every jump you'll see Gunze do, he's going to do that. So the Guile can't just walk backwards. This is why I tell you the Guile has to Soba backwards. Because he can't. He'll be locked in block stun. So right there, that is an awesome punish. I didn't realize that you can actually punish the second half of Guile's sweep if you just time your sweep right. I think it's a very tight window. You have to do it perfectly, but I might need to practice this. So that's actually a really good doctrine. Like you don't even need to walk in. It seems like it feels like you can just sweep them from max distance. So I need to practice that. So right there, he did punch polarity, got kicked out of it by the step kick again. So he traded there, which is fine. Oh, one thing to remember, you can trade with Guile's sweeps with your own sweep. So if the Guile's gonna die, and or like you just want to get him down to no health, or he's guaranteeing to die, on the second turn of his sweep, you can just trade your sweep with it. So remember that. The crouch and medium kick. So you got hit again by the punch Larry, got punished again with the boom and the step kicks. It's very painful. He just ended that with a crouch and medium kick, which Guile's, that's just what you need to do. So right there, Gunze jumps in with jumping knees. So he didn't hit Guile this time, but it's good to, when you jump in from a certain distance, to use knees, because if Guile tries to sweep you or use the crouch and medium kick to anti-air you, the knees will actually hit him out of it. So that's one thing to remember. You can jump in with knees, but it has to be very specific distance. So right there, he did kick lariat, and he beat him out. He kick lariat beats step kicks. So safe hit pick, and that's how you punish it. So he did a safe pick with a jab, which has 0 recovery. So then the super, he was blocked, and after you block the super, best punish is green hand to get hard knockdown. Same with any flash kick. Best punish is green hand. So get used to punishing flash kicks with green hand. Right there, he did something very smart. He saw that the guy was actually not blocking high, so he took 2 hits to try to get out with flash kick. So Gunze didn't do the third attack. He didn't go for the grab, right? He did a short, crouching short, which leads to nothing except for grab. So he didn't grab. He just blocked. So baited the flash kick, and then he punished green hand. So if you can hit confirm. So if you see them get hit, finish with a combo. If they're blocking high, then just go for grab. You don't want to get hit with those either. Crouch and medium kick with sonic boom, that hurts. That's good footsies. So you went for grab. See, again, the bad distance. They try to go in for a grab or something, but he got hit. That's the miss lariat. And then he another miss lariat, I think. It's supposed to be kick lariat. So let's watch the next game. Go to the next game real fast. There's some good stuff to be learned from this game. Watching Gunze play. So standing medium kick as a starter trades with Sonic Boom. As you can see, the damage is in your favor. I didn't know you could do that because if you try to jump in the beginning, you think he's going to throw a Sonic Boom, you jump. He can actually anti-air you has enough time to recover anti-air over his crouching fears. So trading with standing medium kicks is actually an interesting option. More of the same stuff, blocking booms. It's always fine to block booms. Don't be afraid to block Sonic Booms because that'll throw off their 10. But you don't want to get it into rhythm. So throw in some blocks. So right there, every one of those jumps that Gunze is doing, he's doing a jab cancel into a jump. That's why Guile's actually getting hit, right? If he wasn't doing that, Guile would have been able to walk back a little bit, then Sobot, and he would have gotten a clean anti-air. But in this case, he's getting trades. He tried to do knees again, but didn't. So he's trying to do knees again, but he's a little too far. Right there. Get Sonic Boom right with into a grab. So he's changed it up instead of trying to grab. He's like, probably too far anyways. And the Guile tried to jump away, but he got caught with a sweep. Right there. Block means guaranteed throw. Now, you want Guile to be in the corner. This is what you want. There you go. So you want to make him guess. See, hit confirmed because he was blocking. He was crouching, right? So he's getting hit. Finish with combo with the sweep, and then you can do it all over again. So you want to get Guile into the corner. I think maybe one or two more games. There's some good stuff in the next couple of games. I don't know why he's starting out with green hand. That's actually maybe he's trying to catch a backward Sobot. I think that's what he's trying to do. And also, Guile's crouching medium kick. If you get too predictable with it, you can easily, output him by sweeping him. So get used to punishing Guile's crouching medium kicks with your sweeps, or like get used to their timing. And if you just get a knockdown with a sweep, then like you're in business. The Guile's buttons in the air are bad, so you can usually hit him out of the air with your own air attacks, like jumping medium kick, jumping light kick. So this is the position you want. You want him in the corner, but it's kind of hard still. So you're gonna have to be a little tricky to get in. He didn't go for grab but there's not much you can do. You don't have any health. That round is kind of lost. He got hit again with a punch lariat. You can see it's very hard to Zangief. So you caught him with something. So you have to go for grabs sometimes. You can't never go for grabs. You have to make him do the reversal. So you just caught him with something there. So he had a block. So once they're blocking high, then it's guaranteed throw. So when Guile's throwing that, if he happens to throw a sweep and you react fast enough, you can actually hop over the second part of Guile's sweep and then get him. But it's pretty hard, so you have to really be watching out for it. So I wouldn't recommend like going for it all the time. But if you have fast reactions, you can do that. So using your hop over the second part of the sweep. So right there, if Guile's jumping backwards in the corner, like standing hard kick would pretty much beat out any of his buttons, I think. Like if you see him jump backwards, standing hard kick. I don't think he can sweep it because he can do jumping roundhouse. That'll beat your sweeps. So it's just standing hard kick. Waiting for something. That's the classic. Make him think you're gonna hit a button, and do running bear grab and get him. What I like to do is like I'll even buffer the running bear grab into a normal, so they see a normal, and that actually reduces somebody's reaction time to their bear grab coming. So that's actually really useful, especially when you know it's gonna kill. All right, let's go back to the slides and then we'll finish this up. Zangief do against Guile, so you want to sweep him to get knocked down. So that includes sweep is crouching and kick and crouching hard kick. If you're good at sweeping, crouching hard kick is kind of hard to sweep, but we saw that it is possible. So you want to try that. But crouching medium kick, you definitely want to see if you can sweep them out of it. So you want to jump, cancel, jump, jab. So you want him to block your air attack, and it leads to a guarantee throw. Slowly push to the corner. Want to block. Boom. If you have to. Say, don't be afraid. Boom. You want to do predicted green hands and grabs. You want to throw that in there sometimes, but not too much. Don't overuse. You want to do jumping, knees, beats, Guile, crouching, medium kicks. You want to punish, flash kick, and super with green hand to get hard knockdown. You can use diet effect jump to avoid Guile's crouching hard punch. And the Guile ever jumps at you, they shouldn't really be jumping at you unless it's on your wake up. If they happen to jump at you, so you can beat pretty much all of Guile's buttons with crouching jab beats all of Guile's jump-ins. Like from far away. If he's jumping as close, just lariat. Like he's trying to jump over you. Like Guile should never try that because you can just lariat and then you'll get a hard knockdown, then he's dead. So remember, crouching jabs actually is good at beating Guile's jump-ins. But a good Guile, as you can see, the Guile almost never jumped at Zangief unless Zangief is on the wake up or after a sonic boom, he'll jump at him. But there'll never be like a raw jump in a Zangief. That doesn't make sense. Guile shouldn't need to do that. Oh, and also you can trade with standing medium kick at start of round with sonic booms. Also, if they are in corner and scared, don't be afraid to do running bear grab. So ideally, you just want to push them into the corner. So if you can get Guile into the corner, like that's half the battle. So if you're having a hard time with this matchup, practice that first. Just try to walk Guile into the corner. Don't get cornered yourself. Try to walk him into the corner. So That's like half the battle. And then you got to be smart on your wake up. Be smart on wake up. Mix up, tick into throw, and tick into sweep, and tick into nothing. Like you can also tick into nothing. Remember, you can bait something out and then punish him. And if you get a hard knockdown, what do you do? If you get hard knockdown, that means the knockdown was a special, like a lariat or green hand. Go for cross up. Like he has to block it, right? He has to block, then he doesn't have charge, then it's a guaranteed throw. Cross up into grab. So that's mostly it. There's a lot of things you have to keep in mind. As you can see, the list for Zangief is much longer in the things you have to do. So you really have to work much harder than Guile in order to win in this matchup. But if you practice, you can win. It is doable, as you can see. And it's actually, the people always be rooting for Zangief. Nobody's going to be rooting for Guile in this matchup. So good luck. And I'll see you in the next episode. Tune in.